Hello, and welcome to Puzzles Anonymous. My name is Kevin, and I'm a puzzle addict. And first off, Ramalama Ding Dong, that song slaps. I looked it up. It is a delight. It is so fun. It's my new favorite song, so I'm so glad that Thursday made me familiar with this. Also, Garrett, if you're watching, I know you often do. Consider yourself fortunate that I did not know that song when we lived with a cat named Ramses, because I would have sang it every single day. I do feel like I have heard the phrase Ramalama Ding Dong, but yeah, I had not heard that song, or it was not in my brain, because again, I would have sung it every single day when I had a cat named Ramses. Also, look at this. My door's open because look at this weather. We got sunlight. I think most of my viewers... A lot of my viewers are in Wisconsin, and so you've probably been used to about 2 full weeks without sunlight. So what a nice little switch. Anyways, let's get puzzling. Carolyn Davies Lynch and Jeff Chen. I don't know anything about those names. Weird grid. This is really weird. So, themeless puzzle, so it's going to be long answers. But none of these are too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the downs. This looks like also 9. Yeah, so some shorties, but they'll be tough clues because it's a Saturday. And then we have these, which should be 13 if it's got the 2 black squares there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so those are going to be the tricky ones. And you know what? Let's just start right there. And then there's another. Oh, that's only an 11. So, yeah, shorter answers than I'm used to for a Saturday, but I'm sure they'll be challenging. What it's not in a saying. Like I said, challenging clues. What the hell does that mean? It's a phrase. And like, the only thing I can think of is Not by Big Thief, which is one of my favorite songs. And it lists all these things that it's not, but that's not gonna be what this one is. Keep one's beginning goals modest. Aim low is way too short. Sometimes when I say obvious ones like that like I knew as I was saying aim low was never gonna fit in this. I know that it's just like boom. I'm not great at counting letters, but it's like that's 6 letters. Come on, there's no way. When I'm doing that, I'm just sort of, if I say them out loud, then it helps me think of like other similar phrases. So don't laugh at me for saying aim low for a 13 letter answer. I knew it wasn't going to fit there. Yeah, aim low. Same thing in like shoot for the moon. What's the opposite of that? I don't know. Be reasonable is not a good one. Here's the other thing. So these... When we have all these, 9s and 8s and all that, and just the 2 13s, these are going to be like showcase answers. These are going to be a big deal where like when you get them, you'll be like, that's good, or that's a really unique phrase. I do want to do the long-ish ones, but then we're going to come back to these and see if we can get that from the downs. Pucker precipitators at a pub. Sour ales? Sour beers? Let's try sour beers. A pucker precipitator at a pub is probably... Typically sours will specifically be sour ales, but it's a pub, so it's going to be drinking. Puckering. Otherwise, it's something about kissing, but what the hell would that be? Arrive with great hype. It was, I think fanfare... but like there has to be a verb in here. I'm just feeling out. So it's 2 letters beyond fanfare, so it's not gonna be fanfare. That's just there's not enough space for that. And then something else. Right, with great hype. I don't know. 15 is longish. Panthers home. This is gonna be. They're doing the tricky thing where it's a proper noun, especially because it's Panthers. So it's like. Belongs to Panthers as a group, so it's going to be the sports team, and they're hiding that it's a proper noun by putting it at the beginning. Where are they from? What sport is that? The Jaguars are football. Is it hockey? It's Carolina Panthers. They're also football. Yeah, I know the Carolina Panthers. Here's what's fun about the Carolina Panthers. Their logo is, if you look at it, it's like a weird shaped cat. I mean, it's, it's like it's a cat. It's meow, but it's like, why did they make its neck so thick? You're asking yourself. And the reason for that is it's supposed to be the same shape as the Carolinas. So where's the map on here? Google, give me maps. I thought there was just a tab for that. Maybe if I put in Carolina, it'll, yeah, maps. That's interesting that it changes which tabs you're doing based on, oh, my internet's so slow. Imagine what, okay, here we go. I am impatient. Oh, cool, they're giving me stuff in Madison named after Carolina. But see how it's just like, the borders aren't very thick, but it's kind of this like, it's triangular-ish, but it's got like that thick, so like the cat head is up here, and it's got that thick neck. Now I'll go back to the logo and, see if you can see it now. Gosh, my internet is slow. I'm not going to go back. Look it up on your own. But I think that's a really cool bit of design. I mean, it looks ugly, but it's ugly with a purpose, so it's clever. Ooh, this is even more fun. I was talking about how this is going to be a showcase clue. Look at this. So 31 across is what it's not in a saying. And so is 17 down. So one of them is a 13 letter one, and one is 11. So we're definitely going to focus on that. But let's look at a few more long ones. So I think the 17 and 19 are long enough to count as early ones. Transmitter of audio programs. Radio. It's British because look at how program is spelled. I don't know like a British word for radio or broadcast or what. BBC Radio. Boom. Cool. Test drives. Takes for a spin. Drive would fit here, but it's not going to because drive is in the clue. Goes around would not work. Takes out, yeah, I don't know. Okay, what else is long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 doesn't count. We're not looking at a 7 yet. Oh, I got to put my beets in the oven. Pausing the video. I got beets at the farmer's market and I'm roasting them. We are back. Man, I love my life. It's Saturday. The clouds are clear. The weather's great. I walked to the farmer's market. I'm roasting some beets. I am doing a crossword. I cannot complain about a thing. I have things to complain about, but I'm not thinking about them right now. Where are we at? Let's do 51 across. That's a long one. Highlighters of sorts. So it's not like a highlighter pen. Something else. Hair streaks. It's not dyes. Yeah, it's not. That's nothing. Pass on a wing and a prayer. Just get by. Get by. Don't know. A storm on the horizon. Horizon maybe is bad omen. Yeah, don't know. Certain clubhouse. Mickey Mouse. No. Mickey's dugout. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's focus on these long ones because they are going to be fun. I want to do downs, but I did see just by glance that 37 across is Issa Rae. I have not watched that show, but I've heard that it's very good. 3 down we already looked at. 32 down in an intimate way. In a way. See, this is a Saturday, so it's like I really should be looking at the 3s and 4s because even though this one is probably not long enough to have been looked at in the early phase, it's tricky. I mean, I think what's really going to happen is I'm going to have to like start out on the edges with these guys and then like work my way in, which is why this is such a cool grid. But we do have some 4s and 5s around here that I'm hoping I can bite on some of those. Vegetable that's baked, fried, or roasted. God, what if this was beet? That would have been synergistic. What is a vegetable that blank blank A? Because like that one's right. She was in the Barbie movie, and I just watched that. Vegetable that's baked, fried, or roasted. Okra. Nice. I don't think I've ever heard of baked okra. I also wasn't sure that okra was a vegetable. It could have been one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's like actually like not a legume. That's a bad example. You know, other stuff like how tomatoes are not vegetables. So now it's official. It's in the New York Times. Internal lie detector, so to speak. I want it to be sense, but that doesn't work with the E there. Yeah, how can you just tell that someone is lying? I don't know. Develop feelings for. Start to like. Yeah, nothing's biting here. 33. Third grade groups. So I don't think it's third grade like elementary school. I think it's like grade A, grade B, grade C. Like class C doesn't work because it has to be plural. Compatriot, comrade. That might work, and it feels. I can't explain why the like, there was the other one that was like drive, and it can't be drive because it says drive here, but here it's like that these both start with feels more likely to me. I think some authors wouldn't do that and some would, but yeah. And I might be wrong. It's a Saturday, so we're just penciling things in. Cannabis product sometimes found in granola. Hemp. So let's check 29 across. Ohi steak, dish lightly seared on the outside and raw in the middle. I'm just going to have to trust that because I don't know. So that does not help me with that. But yeah, this. I thought hemp and cannabis were. No, hemp is a type of cannabis, but it has lower THC. But I know this because a lot of people in my life are obsessed with overnight oats right now, and we have been exploring all the different things you can put in oats, and hemp hearts are a very good source of protein as well as a bunch of other stuff. So I have a tablespoon of hemp hearts every day, and that's how I know that it is a cannabis product, sometimes found in granola. Fortunately, the health benefits of cannabis do not extend to preventing you from sneezing. Bless me. Already looked at that one. I don't know. Oops. It's the mouse again. It also has a very sensitive tap feature, or zoom feature, when you tap. Okay, well, let's do the acrosses because I'm also concerned about 17, so let's just do that. Test drives I still don't know. 21. Cries of sheer terror. That's not the shear you would use when referring to sheer terror. So this is referring to shearing, like cutting, but I don't know what cries of terror would be around that. Like, I got a bad haircut. Would it be is it referring to sheep? Is it baas? Let's pencil it in. Also, I always think that ba, like the sound of sheep makes, would be B-A-H, but it tends to, in crosswords, be B-A-A. So why did I put an H there? So we're going to go with B-A-A. Might be wrong. Economize. I think like economy class is basic, but that doesn't work as a verb. It's also making me question comrade. What's it? Okay, ohi steak. Ahi is tuna, so this could be still. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know steak shit. Haley's comet to some is an omen, so that means okra is correct. Let's keep going with these before we really focus on those. Bring in reap. Me reaping. Haha, yes, this rules. No, wait, me sowing. Haha, yes, this rules. Me reaping. Wait, what the fuck? This sucks. King Lear's middle daughter. I don't know. I read King Lear in college and I remember really liking it, but I do not remember the characters' names. Literary character whose name translates to no one. I feel like I should know that one, but I don't. Okay, let's see if we can get in these crossies now that we have this. In an intimate way, that's not a new letter. Internal lie detector. BS meter. Fun. Was there, so to speak, there was no breves in the clue, but there was a breves in the answer. Okay. Economize. Again, stoic would fit the letters, but doesn't fit the verb sense. Feelings for. But it's not in this. Okay, well, let's just see if we can get anything else in here. Third grade groups. Classes. I already saw that. That doesn't help. Okay. Let's take a look at these long ones. So what it's not insane. I don't feel confident in the R at the beginning for sour beer, so I'm trying not to focus too much on that. It's not. I don't know. And then let's look at the other what it's not. I do feel good about the B there. I don't feel good about the A. I feel good about the N and the R. Maybe I should just use the pencil tool. I resist doing it. Especially because on Saturdays, everything's kind of penciled in. Like, I might end up deleting whole sections here, but I don't like the pencil tool. It's not insane. Yeah, I just don't know. Okay, let's look at 36, but then otherwise we're just going to go around the board. Start. Keep one's beginning goals modest. Start. Normal. Start small. Start your I don't know, but we got a few letters. Does that help at all with in an intimate way? Not really. To help with a ride with great hype? Nope. Okay, so we're just gonna go up here and look at this. What's on the up and up? I don't know. College assignment, essay, dorm, no. See, I was thinking like assignment could be for a class, but it might be something that is assigned to you, like what dorm you're in, what school you're in, take an unplanned trip. Is it gonna be something about falling? Let's loose, freeze. It's not like letting yourself loose, it's like letting something else loose, I hope. Inner abbreviation meaning same as before. I don't know that one. Et al. Always comes up, but this isn't that. Aid in focusing. This is gonna be like a lens thing. Is it gonna be lens? Probably. Whatevs. Could that be meh? Yes, because look at one down. Movie that's not expected to be a blockbuster. That's gonna be film. If you look at those last letters. So this is meh. So now let's see what we can get from the downs. Movie that's not expected to be art. It's something that's probably gonna be art film. I used to on Snapchat. Maybe I'll bring this back, but I used to like whenever I was filming weird stuff, I would put it in black and white and caption it art film. Arrive with great hype. Come in hot. Yeah. Okay, we're moving. Also, that makes me think if lens and meh fet sour beers is right. I already felt sour was pretty right, but I wasn't sure about the ending. But yeah. Roots, don't know. Common Scandinavian man's name. Olaf. Sven. I can't think of one that ends with an S. Ball holder, probably a T, and that would work in golf or football or a few other things. What's on the up and up? I don't know. College assignment is your roomie. So dorm was in the right area. And I was right about 16 being something having to do with fall. Do you know it? Have you figured it out? Tumble. Okay, we're cooking. Just tell me, was this something about a bird? Is it ibis? No. Oh, I know this. Is it IBIT? Let's just look at the roots. Gosh, I don't know what roots is, though. Nils is a common Scandinavian name. So then the ascent is on the up and up. Roots. Embers? Gosh, I don't. IBIR? Embeds? Embeds. It's a verb. I was thinking noun, but to root something is to embed. So IBID is that end note abbreviation. I want to look that up, but I'm pretty confident it's right, but it could be spoilers. So, okay. So, we feel good about R and O. So that should help us with 31. What it's not insane. Not. So this could be like, I'm thinking a phrase that's like, it's not, then this finishes it. Maybe because of the Big Thief song. But it might be where we're like, it, if we're thinking about the word it, something that's not. Hopefully this isn't obvious and people are yelling at the screen. This to me, I kind of said before that we'll have to start in the corners and move in. This kind of feels like a video game where it's like Majora's Mask. There's 4 sections, and I need to get the power-ups from each of those to get enough letters to figure out what the fuck these clues are. It is Majora's Mask. Okay, well, I'm going to start down here because then if I can get 34 and 35, that's going to give me a lot more here. I feel like I have so many letters here. I should be able to get this. Rock. There's only so many things that could go in R-O blank K. But the tricky thing is we don't know where the word ends. Is it R-O-C-K? Is it like Rocky? Is it, rookery? There's so many things it could be. Licenses, perhaps. Let's say that's IDs. Cannabis with a high level of THC. Hey, Carolyn Davies Lynch and Jeff Chen, I know your hobbies. I don't know the answer to this. Cannabis with a high level. Would that just be like weed? The other one is this just weed? Because it's like, yeah, if it has low THC, it's hemp. If it's higher, it's marijuana. Weed probably wouldn't work with this down. So, I don't know what that is. You potheads. Carolyn Davies Lynch and Jeff Chen. One way to wonder. I wonder as I wander. I think I got it around. Gently apply as concealer. Dab on. Maybe. Many cross words. It's probably going to be, it's either going to be a church thing or it's going to be an angry thing if you're cross. They're not only human. Animals. I don't know. Feeds. That could be a verb or a noun. Dang it. Venue for many TV reruns. TCM, Turner Classic Movies. Let's try it. We're just penciling stuff in. It's a Saturday. I guess I don't have to say that after every thing I write it. It's a plan. I don't know. Korean model hitting the scene in 1999. Are there any famous Korean models? This also might not be like a model as a person. It could be like a model of a car. I know, are Kia's Korean? There's one car maker that's Korean. Is it Hyundai? I think it's Hyundai, which doesn't fit here, but might be a model that they make. Yeah, because make is the car company and model is the type of car. So I think Hyundai is Korean, but I can't think of any Hyundais. I can only think of Deborah by Beck. I said, lady, step inside my Hyundai. Oh wait, I was gonna drink this. May it leave you speechless. Don't know. I don't know any of these. Certain clubhouse. Okay, well there's a bunch of clues on this grid we haven't even seen, so let's just keep moving. A little smoke. Barbecue? No. Economy-based calculation for short. Did we ever get the other? No, economize? No. GDP could also be GNP, but I think it's GDP. Classic symbol of purity and grace. Don't know. I wouldn't know anything about those things. Sir George, who conducted 999 Chicago Symphony concerts. I don't know, but also Sir George, why didn't you round it out? One more, you could have got that 1,000. Off. I'm thinking of leave, which is more letters than that, but when you're on leave, you're off. Angular movement. Ambush would fit. That doesn't fit the clue, but it's just the first thing that comes to me. I don't know. The Emperor Tupac Shakur. Tupac Amaru for one. Probably an Inca. Was Tupac named after the Incan emperor? That would be fun. One's running the world. Per Beyonce is girls. Is it spelled with 2 R's? I don't think so. Lunar. I don't know. It was also good because they confirmed BBC Radio was correct, even though I was pretty sure it was correct already. Can't think of a lunar thing that ends with a G or starts with a G, but I'm also not confident in GDP, though it feels right. Evidence in a criminal case, maybe. it's DNA is often a thing, but that won't be it because we know BBC Radio is, right? Okay, Greek word for knowledge. Well, philo is no. Okay, no. Phil is love. So philosophy is the love of learning. So soph is like knowledge, is like wisdom, because I know that also like sophomore means wise idiot, because more is moron and soph is wise. So yeah, it's not, and soph wouldn't fit anyways. Yeah, but philosophy is the love of learning, not knowledge. But also, I mean, it's translating from one language to another. So, again, let's not tie ourselves to GDP. That could be wrong. But it feels right. Okay, we're going to leave that blank for now and see if we can get anything from our other stuff. I still don't know the symbol purity. Oh, this should be good. A little smoke is a sig. Did that give us anything with angular movement? I'm not confident in Boz, so that could be it, but I'm pretty confident in it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a play on words, but I can't even think of what an angular movement would be if it wasn't a play on words. I'm just lost in that one. If it's a symbol of purity and grace, it's going to be like a bird or a flower. Snicker would fit. Snickers bar is a classic symbol of purity and grace. That wouldn't fit anyways, because there's no such thing as a Snicker. It has to be a Snickers. Unicorn. It's a symbol of purity and grace. Wow, that just came to me. Lunar. Goddess wouldn't fit. Module. Lunar module. So GDP was wrong. Evidence in a criminal case. Maybe. Don't know. Greek for knowledge. I feel like I'm more lost in that one than I was before. Trial runs is test drives. Okay, we're cooking. Still don't know that guy. I don't know like conductors. I have a music degree, but I don't know conductors. Off. I don't know. It's a maybe, so it's not something that's always. Yeah, we know it's not DNA because that doesn't fit. Would be anything but like testimony? No. Oh, it's nos. Something with nos, but I don't know how it ends. Like the Gnostic Gospels, gnosis, but I don't actually know the full word. So then economy-based calculation is MPG. It's fuel economy. That's a good little play on words. Evidence in a criminal case is prints, fingerprints. I feel like it's George Solti now that I have it. So this is off is less. So gnosis, I think I said gnosis a second ago, and that's just what it is. So yeah, gnosis, cause like less, it's like for a sale, like 50% off, 50% less. Does this give us anything on this? Okay, cubism is an angular movement. That's great. Oh, that's great. I was thinking movement like moving at an angle, which I think they wanted you to think, but it's an art movement that is angular. Just like think of Picasso and shit. This is really making me thinking comrade is wrong. But it does work with reap, but I just can't think of economize ending with an MC. Develop feelings for. Take two. Now I've grown quite fond of. Yeah, economize is going to be skimp. I'm still keeping reap because I think that's right. I was talking to someone about how I hate forced portmanteaus. One of my least favorite is Veep stakes, the competition for who's going to be your running mate. The presidential election, they call it the Veep stakes. I think it's so stupid. The one I hate even more. I just hate these because it's like, it's always people, everyone's trying to coin a really good portmanteau and everyone's bad at it. Sorry, I'm being a hater right now. But the one I really hate is skimpflation, where it's like, inflation is a thing, but it's like instead of prices going up, they keep the price and say it the same, but give you a little bit less of it. And they, do that, and they call it skimpflation. Hey, I know 31 now. Now that we took out, now that we have the T in take 2, and we took out the false M in what was comrade, I know what 31 is. 31 across is what it's not and say. And it is going to be, it's a phrase where you say it's not and then you finish it. I also now know what 17 down is, and it's the same thing. It's going to be something where you say it's not and then this. I'm going to give you a second to think about it, and I'll see if I can get 36 across. Keep one's beginning goals modest. Start to. I also know, I'm not going to tell you 17 now, but I know that this is a U because I know that. Start out small is what that is. Does that help you get 17 down? Okay, so these are two phrases, and they're related phrases. They're both phrases for specifically something not being as difficult as you think it is. I'm just going to see if I can get anything else. What would be the compadre? So I know that this is an I, if that helps me. I'm just going to start filling it in based on that stuff, but I still can't think of a compadre there. Third grade groups. Okay. I just got to put these in because otherwise it's messing with my brain. The 33 is making me doubt. But no, key points beginning goals modest is start out small. Okay. The two phrases for something that seems difficult or like is not as difficult as you would think. It's not rocket science. And also, it's not, here you can probably tell it because I have so many other stuff, it's not brain surgery. This is a really fun puzzle that they paired those two together. I don't really understand why they, because that's a great cross there. I don't know why there's a second one right there, unless it's just like they were running out of, if you didn't have one of the same length, these would be too short. There wouldn't be enough letters across. And really, I've never made a crossword, so I don't really know how that all works, but this is very clever what you've done here, and I like it. But yeah, third grade groups I'm kind of confused about. CT, I think like CT scans. I still don't know that. Is it something like Regis? Because it's like a king type thing. I don't know. I still haven't even looked at some of the clues down here, so let's do that. Victor's Crow is probably I win or won. They do that. Like, I lose is a answer often, and it is always weird to me. But it is a phrase. Major street in New York City or New Orleans. There's a lot of streets in New York. What's the one in New Orleans? Crap, it's like really famous. And I'm blanking on it. I used all my power on rocket science and brain surgery. It shouldn't be rocket science to remember what the main street in New Orleans is. Or like Mardi Gras. It's like the place you go. I just have no idea. Highlighter source, it is gonna be something about getting by. If I put in get by, what do I have? I have 3 letters to work with there. I don't like putting in half answers. Like zombies and some loves. Wow. I don't know. Where does that checks what you don't? TSA. If you don't check a bag, they check your bag, which is a carry-on. Fiddle with is probably toy with. Let's see what we get here. Fixture on a frozen lake. Ice hut. So this is probably Canal Street. I don't think that's the main street in New Orleans. There's still another one. But I'm sure there's a Canal Street because they have, stuff like that. And then actor Damon, senior or junior, is Wayans, which makes me feel more confident in Canal. People of the Iroquois Confederacy. Isn't that a line I though? No. Iroquois is different. Gosh, I don't know. In an intimate way, in a way. Carnally. Carnal. To know someone carnally is to know them in an intimate way. Cap, but not a hat, is limit. Prefix with second. Nano. So So 51 across is eyeliner. What was the clue on that? Highlighters of sorts. Cool, eyeliners. That's clever. A pass on a wing and a prayer is not a verb. It's a noun. It's a Hail Mary. There's 2 football clues in here too. They like weed and they like football. So 41 across was not I win, it was I won. So the people of the Iroquois Confederacy are the Oneida. I should know that. I've been trying to learn more Native American history, but especially like Oneida is local to this area, so I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that. But I'm trying. Like zombies and some laws are undying. Something that can be radiant or magnetic is energy. So I was right that this is gonna be like read something, because again, like, you know, she's regal. She's, you know, the daughter of the king, and then I think she becomes queen, which is probably a pretty strong spoiler in the play to name the person who's gonna become queen. The word for, you know, king or queen. I have a character whose name translates to no one. It's not Nemo. Yeah, so then this is, I thought this might be, no. C-teams. Okay, I was gonna say I thought this might be CT exams, like CAT scans, but that's not true. It's C-teams. You got your A team, you got your B team. The 3rd grade group is the C team. I don't think that's really a phrase that happens much, but that's fine. God, I still can't get compatriot. Let's see if this one. Storm on the horizon, maybe. Gosh, I don't know. Certain clubhouse. Elks Lodge. So licenses is not right, but Elks Lodge is certain clubhouse. So would licenses be okays? Because you give someone a license to do it, and maybe that's why they put perhaps, because it's a stretch. It may leave you speechless. I don't know. Cannabis with a high level of THC. I don't know. One way to wonder. Many crosswords. Is it a tirade? Because I think so. The clue is plural crosswords, but I think you can still have singular tirade here, because your tirade, which is a singular object, is made up of many crosswords. So let's put it in. We can always change it. They're not only human. Don't know. Feeds. Is it not even about food at all? Is it like a social media feed? I don't know. Okay, it's a plan. Don't know that one. Korean model. Don't know it. Let's try putting in okays here. See if that gives us anything. Storm on the horizon, maybe. Anything with ball, close call. Because, like, yeah, I don't know that dab on is correct. It did give us Elks Lodge. I feel pretty confident about that. Now that's going to end up being the one that's wrong. It may leave you speechless. We're at what, 37 minutes? I had a little preamble. I think if I can't get this, I might initiate the solve protocol. But because this was such a fun little thing in the middle that I do want to publish this one and show it to you, the people. But I don't know. I'm spinning my wheels here. They're not only human. Let's put an S here because it's feeds, and but I don't know. It may leave you speechless. Gosh, I don't know. Okay, let's look up Hyundai because that's what I'm thinking it is. car company that's existed since 1967. Okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at 6 letters, and it's got the AR in there. Doing free advertising by... Oh, I should have stopped her there. I should look and see if it's Korean. South Korean multinational. Boom. We love to see it. So this is going to give us their current vehicles. One of these might be discontinued. You know, because we're looking from 1999. So Elantra, Sonata, Ioniq. Yeah, let's look at the Wikipedia, because that should give us some of their history, what they were producing in the 90s. In 1991, they had the Alpha. In 96, they moved their plant. 98. Ooh, transferred to his son in 1999. Did he produce any new models? Doesn't look like it. Business board direction derived tonight. Just give me a list of cars and when they were released. Set. Oh, product line. It's literally, there's like a table of contents here. Cars. So that's in 2022. Why can't you just have a list? Elantra. We need 6 letters with AR in the middle. Is this so fun watching me read the Wikipedia? This is what my life is like. This is how I get information. The crosswords. Okay. That's... I'm just looking for anything that's Googleable. And it's not. These are all... It's like... Yeah, it's still, you know, it's... I mean, I guess I don't know that Hyundai is the only South Korean car. Kias are also South Korean. Let's look at some Kias. It's just got even more fun. We can look at more cars. Nero. Let's look one with an AR. Same thing. It's got to be those are all like recent ones, but it doesn't have to be that sport. Sorento, Nero, Carnival. Those are the only ones. When did Kia start? Because it also has to have existed in 1999. Started in 1944, so yeah. I feel like not many people are starting new car companies. They've always been around since whenever. Okay. Gosh. Idle. Let's put idly here. Because you can wander idly. May leave you speechless. Shyness would leave you speechless. See, sometimes you just gotta take a step back. And even though I didn't find like my answers from that, I think just stepping away and stepping back even for 2 minutes helped, because now I realize cannabis with a high level of THC is kush. I didn't really know that, but I just, like, once I had SH, I was like, oh, that's a weed term. Storm on the horizon, cloud. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Kia was part of the name, so Kia. Did I see a Rio in here? I think was one of the models. Kia Rio / K2. Oh, we're so close. We're so close of basically getting it without cheating. We cheated a little bit. It's a plan. I just didn't get anything new with that. Gosh, I know clouds. I should know what this means, where it's like clouds on the horizon. Cloud, I don't know, feeds. I still might have to look stuff up, but that's fine. They're not only human. It's going to be satisfying when I figure it out. Okay. I don't know. Well, let's do this. Let's look up King Lear, because that is something objective and Googleable, because we can look at the list of characters. Regan or Reagan. Does she become queen? Do you want me to spoil King Lear for you? Act 4, Act 5. And the recently widowed now declares she will marry Edmund. Gosh. And, okay. I'm not going to read the whole plot numbers, but okay. Paisano, right? That's like... Because Paisan is country, so Paisano is like probably like your countryman. It's an ahi steak? I don't feel good about that, because there's also ahi tuna, which is the same word, so it's probably wrong, but whatever. Okay, we're going to the blog. Deb, do you have anything? Oh wait, it's not Deb on the weekends. It's Caitlin on the weekends. So we'll just scroll through and see if she has mentions any of the ones come in hot. It's military slang, huh? Cloud bank. Yeah, that works. A cloud bank could be a thing on the horizon. So then, feeds. Maybe TCM is wrong. Stokes would work as feeds. It's a plan. So would a diet count as that? Yes, because then beans would be not only human. Because there's other beans that could be that, or they're saying like it's not just human by itself, it's humans by beans, and I guess TBS does reruns. So let's hope we hear the music when I put in this B. Nice. Yeah, this is a good puzzle. Really cool with that crossing of rocket science and brain surgery. So you're watching this. I'm publishing this one. Yeah. Like I said, life is good doing crosswords and all that. Now I'm going to go get some plants for this plant tower that you can see right here. I hope I'm pointing to it well. So have a good day, everyone.